Hello, I'm Patrick Wanis, human behaviour and relationship expert, PhD. The truth about Ryan Lochte finally came out. The US Olympic champion swimmer lied. He lied about what happened to him and his teammates in Brazil. However, that's not the real problem. What transpired after cost Ryan Lochte $1 million. Ryan Lochte offered two very poor and ineffective apologies, and they cost him $1 million. Ryan Lochte lost 4 major sponsorship deals worth $1 million. In the beginning, Ryan Lochte claimed that he and his teammates had been held up, that a gun had been pointed to his head and that he'd been a hero because he stood up to the gunman, while his teammates, he claimed, lay down. Then he claimed that he and his teammates were victims, that they had to give up cash. And yet, that's not the real problem. As the truth started to unfold, Ryan Lochte offered 2 apologies, and both apologies were very ineffective. In fact, he said, "I regret my behaviour. I regret not being more candid in the way that I expressed my story in my communication." And yet, that's not the same as saying, "Hey, I lied." We weren't just held up at gunpoint. We actually vandalized a gas station and we urinated on the premises and we were intoxicated. That would be the truth. However, there was a lot more missing in the apology that Ryan Lochte offered to the media and the public. There are 7 key points, 7 key elements, 7 key steps to a real, effective, sincere and heartfelt apology. Number 1, admit your mistake. State the fact. State what actually happened. Number 2, express remorse. Say, "I'm sorry. I regret what I did, what happened." Number 3, acknowledge the impact. Acknowledge the consequences of your action. Acknowledge the impact that it had on the people around you, the people that you wronged. Number 4, explain why. Don't justify. Don't try and excuse your behaviour. Simply state what happened. In Ryan Lochte's case, we were drunk, we were intoxicated, we were selfish, we were thinking about instant gratification rather than being responsible and representing our country properly. Number 5, reinforce the relationship. That means tell the people, the person or people whom you wronged, that your relationship with them is important, that it does matter and it is highly significant. Number 6, change your behaviour. That means admit, "I learned from my mistakes." Ryan Lochte could say, "I learned from my mistakes. I won't do that again. I'll be more aware of how much I drink. I'll be more aware of my emotions. I'll be more responsible." And number 7, make amends. This is really important. This is the part where you ask for forgiveness. Where you say, "I know what I did was wrong. I know how it affected you. I'm asking for forgiveness. How can I make it up to you?" And Ryan Lochte could have made it up to the public. He could have offered to do community service, to do volunteer work, to do some sort of charity work. Not throw money away, not say, "I'm going to go to rehab." No, rather say, "I'm willing to make up for it. I'm willing to give my time, my sweat, my labour. I'm willing to humble myself." And you see, that's the key point. An apology can't be truly effective and sincere until you're willing to let go of your pride, let go of your ego, and be humble, to admit that you were wrong. We're all human beings. We all make mistakes. We're all imperfect. That part's okay. It's how we react to the mistakes we make. It's how we react to the wrongdoing that makes the difference. Ryan Lochte didn't react properly to all the mistakes he made, to all the wrongdoing. He didn't offer a real apology and it cost him $1 million. To whom do you need to offer a real, sincere, heartfelt apology? If you'd like to learn more about how to ask for forgiveness and how to actually apologize, go to my website, patrickwanis.com, and go to my blog. I'm Patrick Wanis.